Hi, heroes. I wanted to share with you what I'm doing in my life to work with burnout. Do you ever wake up in the morning and just feel like you're never going to get a break? Like you're so tired and the day just started, and you have to push yourself throughout the whole day to get everything done. And it feels like no matter how hard you work, you're just not getting anywhere. Well, this was me. This is my story, and it caused marriage breakdown. It caused a relationship breakdown with my children. It caused dysfunction, dysregulation, anxiety, depression, and hopelessness. And I really wasn't enjoying my life. I felt like if I didn't keep going and working so hard, that life would just stop, that nothing could go on without me. And one day it did. My life stopped, and I realized that life could go on without me. I went through a separation with my husband, and I went from being the full-time mom to only getting to see my kids half the time. I went from being a wife to single. And this was a huge wake-up call for me because I lost my marriage and I didn't get to be the mom that I wanted to be. But what was happening internally was that resentment came in. Resentment and anger and frustration because I was working so hard and I felt undervalued and unappreciated. But what was happening was that I wasn't choosing myself. I wasn't living from my passion. I wasn't living connected to my body. I had no idea what my purpose was. I felt like a Cinderella, basically a maid, a nanny, a caretaker, a driver, and my life was really blah. And because I didn't know how to choose myself, I didn't know how to be with myself, I didn't know how to be with my anger and my resentments, they took over. And I stopped loving the people in my life. But most importantly, I stopped loving myself because I didn't know how to show up for myself. And I didn't know that there was so much more that I got to do. And if you resonate with this, if you feel connected to this story, I'm going to share with you a couple practices that I know I need to do when I'm going back into doing mode, where the anxiety is building up and I've got to get things done. And I just feel like I'm on the hamster wheel, like go, 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 go. And my anger starts coming up, my frustrations start coming up, my resentment starts coming up. And I realize that it's time for me to take a step back and check into my body. And so I'm going to offer you some somatic body practices to regulate yourself, to ground yourself in your body and and to show up for yourself. The most important thing for me in enjoying my life is when I am taking time to fill up my own cup. And what was really hard for me during the separation and seeing my kids half the time was that I had to be by myself. And I didn't like myself very much. I didn't know how to be with myself. And it was depressing for me to lose the identity of being a wife and the primary full time mother. And I didn't know how to be with all these emotions. I didn't know how to be with the loneliness. I didn't know how to be with the anger, the resentment. And I had to face a lot of things that were really hard to face. I got to learn how to love myself. And that is a lifelong journey, but I got to start healing by focusing and shifting the focus from outside, from my husband, my children, my workload, my tasks, what's got to get done, to what I need, to choosing myself, and to really building myself back up again and enjoying life and not getting stuck in the busy, busy, go, go, go. So if you feel like you need some grounding and you want to get back into your body, then do these exercises with me and let me know how you feel afterwards. and make time for yourself every day to do these practices. And I'm telling you, things will change. You'll stop just waiting to be chosen. You'll stop just going through the motions of the endless tasks and you'll start choosing yourself. So, to get started, you may need a chair for some of the practices. And if not, you can try without. And we're going to just slow things down a little bit and learn to kind of experience yourself by becoming a witness to your body and to sensations that you feel that are stored in your body. And with these practices, we're not really doing them for exercise or getting in shape or manifesting more money or better love life. We're just really learning to see and connect to how our body feels with the movement. So you'll need a little bit of a space and we'll just get started. So first we're just going to move our arms up and do like a reach to the top and slowly come down. We're going to reach up and slowly come down. It's almost like we're lifting ourselves back up and shaking off the day. So with the next one, we're going to go back up, but we're going to actually go all the way down if you can to your knees, and you're going to cradle yourself in a childlike ball on the floor. And we're just going to hold space for ourselves, feeling kind of small. And then we're going to get back up and do our stretch. So if you have a problem getting to the floor, then I would suggest using a chair, and you can go down to a sitting position holding yourself. So we'll go back up and then we'll come down all the way to the floor. So I might move my camera down a little. We'll go all the way down to the floor and just hold yourself in a child's kind of pose, giving yourself a little squeeze and hug at the bottom when you're curled up in a ball. And then we're going to come back up again and do a little reach. So we'll go back down and we're going to go back down to the floor. Do like a little curl up. Give yourself a hug when you're down on the floor. And we're going to come back up and do a little reach. Keep reaching, keep reaching. And then we're going to go up one more time and go down one more time. Come all the way down to the floor or the chair. And this time when you're down on the ground, I just want you to hold yourself and rock a little bit. You can do it in this position or all the way down on the floor. And then we're going to come back up, Sasha, and do a little reach. My kitty came for the excitement. So we're going to just reach our arms from the side and bring them back down. So from the top, I want you to hold your arms up, and we're just going to bring them down to one side, like we're pushing down what we don't want and bringing back up what we need, what we want. So we're letting go of what doesn't serve us, and we're bringing back up what does. So at the top, we're going to switch and go to the other side. Then we're going to push right in front of us. Just giving a good reach and a stretch. So now we're going to do full circles all the way around. Almost like you're getting ready to do a cartwheel. Then when we come back up, we're going to go the other way. So now we're just going to let ourselves feel pulled. Just reaching from one side to the other. And then we're going to do our shoulders. This is my favorite one because we get to just give your shoulders a little relief from the tension of the day. And we'll go forward. Like you're giving yourself a nice little massage. Next, we'll work with our neck. The other side. And then we're going to do a surrender pose. So we're going to bring your neck back and extend your arms back. And think about what you want to surrender to. For me today, it's letting go of control and facing uncertainty. I'm surrendering to uncertainty. You can think of what it is for you. Come back. We're going to do a little bit of balancing. So you're going to start for the next 3 exercises. We're going to stay on the same stabilizing leg. So you want to bend your stabilizing leg at the knee. And then hold your other leg up in front of you. And we're just going to try and find our balance. We're just going to let anything that we don't need slide off of us. Try and hold it for as long as you can. Come back up. Same stabilizing leg. And go sideways. We're not doing a kick. We're just going to try and find our balance. And then we're going to do the Superman. So for this, you may want to hold on to your chair to find your balance, or you can do it without. Just try not to fall. So same stabilizing leg, bend your knee, try to get your leg up there, arms reached. Find your balance. So now we're going to go to the opposite leg and use that as our stabilizing leg. Bend your knee and bring your other leg up. Really lean back if you can. And come back up. I always find one side is harder than the other. And we'll catch our breath after, no worries. Open your leg up. Same stabilizing. Oh, see if I can do this today. Try to find your balance. Lost it. Okay. So next, we're just gonna hold ourselves. Just hold your stomach and we're just gonna rock. Get our breathing calm down again. I love rocking myself. I love holding myself. Just like I'm holding a younger version of me who really needs my attention. Then we're gonna hold our shoulders. Then we're gonna hold our lower stomach or our hips. And then we're gonna place our hands on the back, love handles. Stick your butt out a little. I'm just gonna rock back. Give some love to our hips. Stretch them out. Release the pressure. And then we're just gonna stroke our face a little from the forehead down to the nose, down the lips, down the throat. Do it one more time. And we'll do our cheeks. And then we're just gonna surrender. Rock and just surrender. So for the next part, you can just sit in a chair or lay in your bed or sit on the floor. So I'm just going to make sure that you can see me down here. My camera is going a little slow. One sec. So for this part, I just need you to get comfortable. Allow yourself to get into a relaxed position. Close your eyes. And we're just going to spend some time being with body sensation. First, I just want you to close your eyes and keep your palms up. And we're going to invite love into this space, into your body, into sensation. So we keep our palms up so that we're in a receiving mode. I want you to let yourself experience love through your hands. Almost feel like you're holding a younger version of you, a past version of you, like you're holding their hands and you're letting them love you. And I want you to move that sensation of love deeper into your body. So close your eyes and look for the sensation of love in your body. When you find it, I want you to breathe into that sensation that there's a place for love. There's an area in the body that has capacity for love. So I want you to hold space for this sensation of love in your body with awareness that you can return to this space whenever you need and throughout the rest of this into our body meditation. Now we're going to look for other sensations in our body. I want you to look for a sensation of frustration or anger or tense. And I want you to go to any area in the body that feels tense. So we're going to stay with this sensation that feels really tense, knowing that we can return to the other sensation that our body also carries capacity for safety, for love. So we're going to go slowly back and forth from the sensation of love to the sensation of frustration and anger. And we're trying to go from feeling the sensation of anger to feeling the sensation of love. Like we're actually bringing love to the sensation that doesn't feel good, to the sensation of pain. So if you need longer to connect, then I invite you to pause this video and to go back and forth from the sensations of love, wherever it showed up in the body, to anger. And we're going to bring those sensations together and we're going to experience them together. That both sensations can be felt at the same time. They can become union, they can become together in the body. So I want you to create like a stream or a river flowing back and forth from these sensations. And maybe even rock yourself a little bit. Keep your palms up, keep your palms open. And go back and forth until the sensation of anger or frustration or pain feels love. And I want you to totally breathe that in. That any pain in the body can be witnessed by love. So if you enjoyed this practice today, you can let me know how it went for you. You can try it again if you struggled to connect. And I'm excited to keep sharing more practices with you guys. So thanks for watching the video.